The fourth point that we are going to discuss is increase employees motivation. How can you increase the motivation of employees? Now the employees will work, workers will work, and they will achieve goals. Now according to controlling, if they are being able to achieving the organizational goals, if they are being able to achieve the goals which have been given by their managers, we will give them rewards. Okay, a very fine example. Before 79 weeks, I saw a recent blog on it. Okay, Sri Ram Krishna Exports is one of the leading diamond merchants in Surat. Okay, I read a blog and he gave before 79 weeks. I read it today, so I remember the exact dates. 79 weeks. Before 79 weeks, Sri Ram Krishna Exports, which is a diamond company, gave around 750 cars. How many cars? 750 cars to its employees because they were being able to achieve goals. So the car given by Sri Ram Krishna Exports to their employees of their work is called as reward, and this is possible because of controlling. Ensures discipline. Now discipline is important at each and every phase of life, whether you are a student or you are working in a company. Now let's talk about a company, worker A. Okay, worker A is being able to produce 100 units of chairs in a month. Okay, now if the goal is to produce 100 units in a month, and if he is being able to produce as we said, then it is good. We don't have to take any actions. But if he is not being able to produce 100 units as per the goal, then we can say that he has not done enough amount of work, because the goal for worker A set up by the manager was to achieve 100 units and he was not being able to do that. Hence we have to take actions. Okay, and actions means disciplinary actions, so that he will work on time and so that he can achieve goals. Okay, same is the case when you talk about any student. We have given them a goal to achieve 70 percentage. That student, if that student achieves the goal, it is good, well and good, we don't have to worry about it. But if the student is not being able to achieve the goal, then we have to take corrective actions. 6. Improvement of performance of employees. Now through controlling, we can improve the performance of employees. How? Goal. We gave a goal to produce 100 chairs. The employee or workers was being able to produce 100 chairs. Now next time it is but obvious. We will tell them to produce 110 chairs. So the goal is to produce 110 chairs. That person is being able to achieve 110 chairs. Right or wrong? Now if that person is being able to produce 110 chairs, then we will increase the goal to 120. This will go on and on. But in this process of controlling, can you see something? Goal was 100, that person achieved. Goal increase 110, that person achieved. Goal 120. So the production has increased. The employee or the worker has increased its production. So there is an improvement in the performance of employees. Last one. Controlling helps in reducing errors. True or false? Yes, controlling helps in reducing errors. See, goal was to produce 1000 iPhone. Actual 700 iPhones were being only produced. The difference was of around 300. Corrective actions were taken. Good technology machineries were being imported in iPhone industry, that is Apple industry, and they were being able to produce 1000 units. So actual has been increased from 700 to 1000 and error was 0 or negligible. So goal has been achieved, and the error means this difference, minus 300 is the difference, has been reduced to 0 because the actual has increased from 700 to 1000. Okay, now the last topic of chapter number controlling. I don't remember the chapter number, so let's skip that part. Controlling, last point, relationship between planning and controlling. Now planning, what do you understand by the term planning? Always remember one thing, planning is related to future. You just have to remember this thing. Planning is related to future. Now you might be planning that you want to complete your 12th, you want to get admission in good colleges, and then you need a good job, or you want to start up a new business. This is all about planning. This is all about future, right? For example, let's plan something. After the quarantine ends, we will all come to school, okay, and we will be having a good time. So what is to be done? We will come to school because we are getting bored at home. What is to be done in future? We cannot go to school right now at 10 o'clock in the night, right or wrong? Why? Because this is present and planning is about future. So we are planning about future when we can go to the school. So what is to be done? How can we go to school? After everything ends, then only we will be able to go to school. And how shall we go to school? In our private vehicles. When can we go to school? After the pandemic ends, right or wrong? So basically planning is about future. Whenever you say you are going to do this thing after a couple of days, that particularly means planning. Now the next thing that we are going to discuss is controlling. Meaning of controlling is very much simple. What are we studying? Relationship between planning and controlling. Meaning of planning is clear. Planning is about future. It is all about what is to be done, how it is to be done, when it is to be done. So planning is a future process in which we are going to decide what is to be done, how it is to be done, and when it is to be done in the future course. Controlling is simple. We have already studied it. First step, measuring of goals. Second step, measuring actuals. Third step, difference between goals and actuals. And fourth step, corrective actions. Now planning and controlling are interdependent and interlinked. That means what? Planning is related to controlling and controlling is related to planning. Planning cannot do without controlling and controlling cannot do without planning. So these two has to go together. So planning cannot go without controlling and controlling cannot go without planning. So basically we can say planning and controlling has the same relation as humans and oxygen, right? Humans cannot go without oxygen and oxygen cannot go without humans. Right or wrong? Why? In the same manner, planning and controlling are interrelated. Planning cannot go without controlling and controlling cannot go without planning. The third one, planning and controlling are both backward looking and forward looking. Now, if you are a student, you want to do planning and controlling. Right or wrong? You have to set up goals and you have to achieve goals. Now if you want to set up goals and if you want to achieve goals, you have to do planning and controlling. Now how can you do planning and controlling? For example, in your 10th standard you achieved 75%. So you are looking at your past result. Right or wrong? So planning and controlling is backward looking. Why is it backward looking? Because you are going to look at your past results. Now after looking at your past results, you are going to decide what are you going to do in the future. So according to past, you are going to plan and you are going to control so that you can plan out future activities and you can achieve the goals. So according to 10th, your past result, you got 75%. So you created a plan. What is your plan? Now I got 75% pass result in 10th standard. So now I at least need 80% in my 12th. So what is your planning? 80%. This planning is based on what? Pass result of your 10th. What is your pass result? 75. I hope the base is clear. Now controlling comes into picture. Plan has been made. Plan means what? Setting up of goals, setting up of objectives. Now what is controlling? Measuring actuals, taking corrective actions, and measuring actuals, difference, and taking corrective actions. And this is all about future. So planning and controlling looks at the past data and decides what we are going to do in future in order to achieve the goal.